There are moments when the world seems to hush itself, as though every breath it takes depends on the rhythm of your presence. I feel the earth slow, the air gentler, as if your name hums beneath every unseen current of life. When I close my eyes, I hear you, not in words, but in the pauses between them, in the tender silences that hold more truth than confessions ever could. The memory of your laughter drifts through my veins like a song I was born remembering. It steadies me, keeps me aligned with something greater than my own solitude. I think love begins there, in the quiet realization that one person's heartbeat can guide your own. You become both compass and destination, a melody I follow without fear of getting lost. I never believed the universe could move in harmony with a single soul until I met you, and now every dawn feels like an orchestra awaiting your touch, every dusk a gentle reminder that love, like music, never truly fades. It simply transforms and continues to echo where hearts are willing to listen. The rhythm of your presence is not merely something I hear, it's something I live within. It moves like a tide beneath my thoughts, a steady pulse that carries me through the fragile edges of time. Each heartbeat I take feels accompanied by yours, distant yet near enough to feel sacred. When you enter a room, the air seems to shift its rhythm, softening, glowing, learning how to breathe again. I find myself tracing the invisible line between your steps and my soul, as though the ground knows us as one song split in two notes. Even when you are away, I still sense your cadence in the hum of the stars and the whisper of rain. You have become a rhythm that time cannot rewrite, a constancy I lean into when silence tries to pull me apart. Love in your hands has become less of a feeling and more of a living art. Every motion, every sigh, every word you give has the grace of music that never stops playing. Sometimes I think of love as a dance between two shadows, moving without sound, yet telling a story older than language. When I think of you, I realize how rhythm is not about tempo, but about connection. The way our thoughts collide and rest, the way your silence answers mine. You exist as the balance between motion and stillness, between longing and peace. I've learned to read the pauses in your breathing, the gentle tremor of your smile, the way your presence doesn't demand attention, yet commands it through serenity. Every time you touch my hand, the world seems to forget chaos, and I am left with the pure rhythm of existence, the one where everything aligns and the universe nods quietly in approval. You've taught me that love isn't about being consumed, but about being harmonized. Even when distance separates us, I find your rhythm in my pulse, your warmth in my breath, your essence in the sacred silence that fills the spaces where words once tried and failed to capture what we have become together. There is a kind of rhythm that only love understands, the one that beats beneath the visible, threading itself through glances, through unspoken promises, through the music of hearts finding their echo in another. I feel that rhythm every time I think of you. It's in the way my mind softens, in the way memories rearrange themselves to make space for your laughter. You've become the quiet metronome of my existence, setting the pace for my dreams and the tempo of my hope. When you are near, time follows your lead. When you are far, I listen to its echo like a prayer left unfinished. I never knew that emotion could be so melodic, that affection could sound like rain tapping softly against the window of a longing soul. But your rhythm has turned my world into a symphony, one that doesn't end when the music fades. It lingers, it hums, it transforms silence into devotion. Through you I've learned that love is not measured in moments, it's measured in the rhythm of how we stay even when apart. There are nights when I lie awake and hear your rhythm in the smallest things, the way the wind brushes against the trees, the slow drip of moonlight against the river, the distant sigh of a sleeping world. I imagine your heartbeat somewhere beneath all of it, steady and sure, reminding me that love does not need presence to remain alive. It exists beyond distance, pulsing through the unseen threads that bind us. You've taught me that the truest rhythm is not the one we hear, but the one we feel. Deep, resonant, eternal. Sometimes I trace my fingers over the air as if I could draw your name into the night, and it feels like the world responds. There's music even in longing, beauty even in ache, because you've turned absence into another kind of presence. One that lingers softly like a note sustained past its end. I don't seek perfection in love anymore. I seek rhythm, the way your essence keeps time with mine, reminding me that even silence can sing when it's filled with you. I never understood rhythm until I loved you. Before you, time felt scattered, moments arriving and departing without harmony, each one isolated and unsure. But your presence changed everything. You brought meaning to pauses, made sense of stillness, turned emptiness into anticipation. Now even my solitude feels synchronized with you, as though our hearts have agreed to beat in a pattern the universe recognizes. There's a peace that settles in me when I think of you, a steady pulse that says, I am not alone. You've become the rhythm behind every joy I cannot explain. When I walk, I feel you in my steps. When I speak, your warmth lingers in my words. When I dream, it is your rhythm that shapes the story. Even in silence, you are there, soft, constant, eternal. Love with you is not an interruption to life. It is life's most natural tempo. Through you, I've learned that to love is to listen to the pulse of another soul that beats in perfect time with your own. Sometimes I think love is less about feeling and more about rhythm, about learning when to move, when to rest, when to listen. Oh, you've taught me that your presence is music, not because it sings loudly, but because it hums truthfully. It has become the pattern by which I live. Every time I speak your name, I feel the rhythm shift inside me, as though every letter carries its own heartbeat. You have the power to turn ordinary days into symphonies, each glance, each smile, each shared silence forming a movement of its own. When I walk beside you, the ground seems to remember us. When I look into your eyes, time forgets its direction. That is the rhythm you bring, unhurried, unbroken, infinite. I don't need the world to understand it. It's ours alone. You're not a song. You're the rhythm that allows songs to exist, the pulse that keeps love from fading, the quiet music that tells me I am finally home. In the rhythm of your presence, I find something divine, an unspoken prayer that lives between every breath we share. I feel it in the spaces where your silence touches mine, in the way your eyes linger just long enough to promise eternity without words. There is something sacred in the cadence of your kindness, something eternal in the simplicity of how you love. Every time you hold me, I feel the universe realign itself, as though our closeness redefines balance. Even when I am far away, I still move to your rhythm. Every thought, every heartbeat, every quiet moment somehow shaped by your existence. It's as if you've composed a secret symphony within me, one that only plays when I remember you, and I always remember you. Your rhythm is not loud, not grand. It's the softest form of constancy, the type that stays when everything else fades. I don't chase it, I surrender to it. For in your rhythm I've found not just love, but the meaning of peace.